Hello.
Hello.
What's happening, everybody?
Happy Monday. Hey, Bub. Hey, Laura. Hey, Pam. Hey, Red Silo Homestead. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Morningwood Farms. Good evening. Excuse me.
Today is one of those days where you feel like you're going to be late for everything, but then you get the Stivers in you and you're not, but you feel like you're going to be this close to.
Maybe not early today, but on time.
Hey, we get the picture and everything done. 2 minutes to spare.
Hey,
but to us, that's late.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, Tammy. Hey, just Deborah.
Yeah, we weren't live last week. It feels weird.
It feels like forever.
I know it. My goodness. So lots to talk about.
Happened. Oh, it's been crazy around here. Oh, yeah, I need to turn mine off.
Yeah. So I heard a bunch of dingy dings.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Karen from North Carolina. Hey, Merciful Roots.
If you're replaying, fast forward 2 minutes.
Hey, Waltermans. The goat baby is fine. Lucy
All the
is
goats
doing
are
well.
doing good.
I'm sure you'll hear her at some point. She's just right over there. And whenever we get real talkative, she gets talkative as well.
Yeah.
So she makes sure we don't forget she's here. Merciful Roots, my soul is still missing from the fireside. That was the funniest post.
Y'all crack me up with the Style Tribe post about the firesider. They're crazy though. It's so good.
Hey, Angel. Hey, TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farm.
So I'm getting to the low piece of the firesider, and the low piece always has a little extra turmeric in it because you shake it every time before you do it, but it still settles down in there. Talk about a jaw pincher. What you're having right now at the beginning is nothing like the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, I can't do the bottom. Oh gosh. Oh no, Mama Z's. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Praying for you.
Hey, Deb. Hey, Hackett's Healing Hollow. Oh,
yeah, they're rolling tonight. They're coming in hot.
Hey, Jimmy from North Carolina. Hey, Southern Bliss. Hey, Veronica.
Hey,
Evelyn. All right.
Yeah, so today was a busy day. Start of the week. Had a busy day at work. Had a busy day on the farm, and with our YouTube channel, and taking big steps, big baby steps into what we want to do for this year. So it's really exciting stuff. But we are milking now. Y'all seen in some of our vlogs. We're literally just relieving pressure. Mainly we started because of Elsa. We mainly started because of Elsa because her babies are favoring one teat. So the other one's super swollen and full. So we were milking that one. And then we decided to get the other two on there, just start getting them used to getting on the milking stand, which they're not used to yet.
No.
And just we decided to kind of milk them a little bit. Hardly any, y'all. Less than a quarter of what we do if we're
literally just to clean them up and make sure that they place our hands on their teeth. Just
get over here.
This is what we do here.
Yeah. Because Anna and Elsa's their first time. Butters is experience, but it's every time you milk Butters, it's like her first time.
Oh, she's the worst.
Yeah, but I love her.
Me and her still don't get along. We'll do one of these days.
So my point being is, even with just doing the minimal on these goats, we're getting a gallon a day.
Yeah.
And that's only milking one time.
Yeah.
When we're full blown milking, it'll be morning and evening. We do 7 and 7.
Yeah.
7 in the morning, 7 at night. And we're going to have a lot of milk.
A lot of milk.
But this is good things because one, that gives us milk to drink, but most importantly, that's going to allow us to ramp up our goat milk soap.
Yes.
Because we only had Butters and we were limited to what she would make us. But now we have no excuse. We have the product to be able to make as much as we can possibly for you all.
Ashley, I'm so sorry to hear that your mom passed away. We will be praying for you.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Hopefully this can help distract you a little bit.
Yes, hopefully.
Maybe bring a smile or two, even though it's really difficult.
Can't be there in person and we can't take away your pain, but hopefully we can at least make you smile.
Hey, Wendy. Anna's the best at milking. She does not care whatsoever. She just stays there like a good girl, which I knew she would. I knew she was going to be I guess she's not the really best mom because she rejected one, but she was the best with letting me help with pregnancy, and she's the best with milking.
And it's not that honestly she's the best. Anna just don't care.
Yeah.
She just kind of
she's too spacey.
Yeah, she just whatever.
Hey,
hanging out here.
Hey, Andy. It's really awesome though. I'm so happy to be back milking, even though it takes up time. I mean, it's an hour-long process to get all three done, but I love it. I won't love it come summertime when it's 110 degrees in the barn, but
I'll tell you what, if it's any, hopefully it keeps up what we're getting right now. So like that barn is like a wind tunnel. Like the wind can't even be blowing outside, but as soon as you get in that barn, like that main, what would you call it? The main entrance and exit. Yeah. Not the stalls, but the main entrance. You got a good wind breeze. So I'm hopeful in the summer, maybe it'll give a little relief in there.
Brittany, hey from Texas. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is fine for you. She said, but how do you your pipes not freeze and bust there? Asking from Texas for future building.
Well, first off, here we have a basement.
I think that's the main.
That's your biggest key. But at our old place, we did not have a
breezeway. That's the word.
Breezeway. Thank you. So we have a basement here. All of our pipes are underneath our house that is out of the weather because heat still goes on down there. So that's our biggest win here. But if you don't have that at our old place, first off, you got to drip that water. You got to drip the water in all your faucets if you're going to drop too low. Keep that water flowing, think a creek. They keep your water moving and so it won't freeze. And I'm talking just a little drip. It's okay to pay a little extra on your water bill next month to not bust your pipes. So get you a good little row going there now to keep your pipes from unfreezing. Other than that, if you really want to like hardcore do it, get you some heat tape, wrap your pipes underneath your house. That'll help. You want to replace those about every 5 years though, because that heat tape doesn't last too long. Other than that, you really want to make you have a good wind barrier underneath your house where your pipes are. That helps keeps that wind out of there because that's ultimately your biggest issue with freezing pipes. Last case scenario, torpedo heater. I call it torpedo heater. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but it's a big, long torpedo-looking heater that you can set underneath your house. That'll help you thaw those pipes and get them back running if you do have the worst case scenario. Also, last thing, and I'm done. Take your water hose off your outside faucet.
That is very important.
I see too many water hoses hooked up to your faucets. That's going to be one of your biggest pipe busters.
Major damage.
Yep, you got water in that line, and that water hose is going to go back up in that faucet and bust your pipes. Taking water hoses off.
Hi, James from Barbourville. Amanda said her chicks are hatching today. That's exciting.
Nice, very exciting.
We still have the 5 that are back there, and they're doing really good. They're getting big. They're noisy, not with chirps, just with activity. They're already scratching and dust bathing like it's their job. It's cool though.
My goodness, man, they had water running, water still froze, and a couple of pipes that bust. The only thing I can say is you had some lines not moving in some form or fashion. I don't know if you had all your faucets running. I turn them all on, even the bathtub, because you don't want that water sitting anywhere. And they shouldn't freeze if you have good water going.
Hey, Paula. Somebody asked how all the babies are doing. They're all doing great.
Doing great.
Really big.
You can see them in tomorrow's vlog, which is a little, it's not emotional. It's motivational, I would say, inspirational. But we have some pretty good talks in there about risk and jumping into that gun. But you get to see a lot of good baby goats jumping around. It's a lot of fun.
William said, how many baby goats do you have now? We have 7, 4 girls and 3 boys.
Yep.
All 6 are in the barn, and we have 1 in the house.
Yeah, and speaking of that, so start getting in your mind, this is not an official we are selling our boys. But we will be selling our boys. So start getting in your mind if you're seriously interested in one of our bucks, because we're going to have to make that call soon, right? I mean, if we are going to make them wethers or if they're going to stay bucks. So if you're interested in a Nubian buck or Nupine buck, we have 3 that we're probably going to be moving. So start getting that in your head if that's something that you're interested in. We'll officially announce it in some form or fashion probably in the next couple of days once we've had a chance to talk. But we will be selling them.
Yeah. It is crazy, though, that they were born a week ago. It's nuts. This time last week, we were still in the barn with Butters. She was popping out her last baby, and we were just making sure everything was good and there wasn't going to be another.
Who else is still shocked Butters only had 2? Like, my goodness, I am.
It's crazy that they've been here for a week. It just doesn't seem real. I don't know if it seems shorter or longer, but the past week went by so fast. I feel like we just couldn't really catch our breaths. But we did. We made it.
Last week had about 3 Mondays.
Yeah, yes, it did. And the rest were all Saturdays.
Yeah. It's wild. Sue, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. We really appreciate that.
So I think it was about midweek. I think probably Wednesday or Thursday. We would go up to the barn every hour or so after they have their babies, just to make sure everyone's doing good. The moms are paying attention to their babies. They're eating. The babies haven't gotten into something. You just never know. And I think it was maybe Thursday night. Zach went up right before we went to bed, and he said that most of the goats, besides the other moms, had broken into Anna's pen, and they were all sleeping in there.
Lola, Callie,
Buster,
and Angel were all sleeping with Anna and her babies.
How they got in there, I don't know.
I mean, they had to do some ninja voodoo trick to jump up over in that thing, but they were all laying in there.
Which it scared me at first because, some of those little Nigerian dwarfs, they can get kind of feisty. They'll start headbutting, and if they don't like something, they'll let you know it.
Yeah.
But we also were very worried about Anna because she's just so spacey, and she's the one that we took the one bottle baby from. And I was worried that, her babies, we would go up there sometimes and they would be across the pen and she's sitting under the heat lamp. And it's like, what are you doing, Anna? Like, honestly, what are you doing in your life? But there was never any issues. I mean, the babies were always warm. They were always fed. But he FaceTimed me and he said that, all the goats were in there, and he showed me. And at first I was like, no, get them out. We've got to get them out and get the pen more secure because we can't be having that. And then when I saw on the FaceTime that they were all cuddled with her babies and her, it was like the sweetest thing I've ever seen. And I think it's mostly because they know that Anna needs help. Like, they know she's spacey.
Anna needs other goats. She does.
She's a social butterfly.
Right. She needs her family.
Jenny, thank you so much for that super chat.
$20 super chat. You too kind. Thank you.
But yeah, it was kind of scary, but then it was like, they know what she needs. Mm-hmm. They know that she needs her friends, and they just kind of rallied around her and took care of her babies, and it was so sweet.
And it's so funny because they could have got in any pen they wanted to. If they got in Honest, they could have gotten any of them. Is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like that it was simple to get in Honest.
Right.
So that proves that goats aren't just stubborn little jerks.
Right.
They do also watch out for each other, and it was just really sweet to see.
It was.
And it made me feel like a little joy for goats.
Yeah.
It was like, finally, you all showed some emotion.
Right.
Thank you.
So I told him, I said, just leave him. Everything should be fine. At least the babies will have more warmth. I mean, if they're all cuddling around her, then that's even better, you know?
And so now they're all out. Nobody's locked in the pen anymore, and they're all getting along great. We are taking Lucy up every time we go to just get more and more acquainted.
Hey, Gosmania.
To be honest, we're just waiting until it gets to more of feed in the morning, feed in the evening kind of thing for her before she gets up there. We just don't want to have to be going up there every couple hours to feed. I saw a couple questions come in. Erica asked when our meat birds were coming in. They'll be coming in March as long as the post office will deliver or get them.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing going on right now. We haven't had huge impacts or delays just yet. The turkeys were delayed before this. So all of our birds are supposed to be coming in March. Fingers crossed it happens.
Hopefully. If not, we'll figure something else out. We've got other options.
Yeah. And then I saw Tammy asked how our chicks that we have are doing. They're doing fantastic.
Yes.
Getting big, looking really pretty, and just being awesome.
Look at Kiki.
Laid out, living her best life.
Yeah, but going back to goats, like if you have thought about getting goats and you're just on the fence and you've done a lot of research, get goats because they really do bring so much joy to your life. They're difficult sometimes. They're stubborn, and sometimes things go wrong.
And they just think for themselves sometimes.
Right. And, things go wrong with childbirth. But for the most part, they just bring a lot of joy.
They do.
I love them. And I'm so happy that we got goats. What, 2 years ago? Was it 2 years?
2 years. Because we got Elsa, Anna, Buster, and Charlie 2 years ago. We bypassed our first year of breeding.
Yeah.
Random fact, some might disagree. But we're not going to breed these does this fall. We'll bypass that first year, wait till the second year. It's good for the doe's health.
I care more about their long-term life than
and
a quick breed.
The first year it's rough because you're like, I want to breed these goats. But now we'll still have goats to breed.
Yeah. It'll
just be the same 3 we did this time. And then next year, these does we had born will breed again.
Yeah.
So that's exciting stuff. But goats are great. I fought it. Until she finally convinced me, and I love them now. They're my buddies.
Yeah, they're the best. Lopez Land said, "Did y'all get your website?"
We actually just got off our first official meeting around our channel. It was kind of cool. Met an awesome person that's really going to help us out, hook us up. We will share all those details. Once honestly, we've had time to digest what we just heard because we got done 5 minutes before the live. So we're working all that out. It looks like this is definitely the route we're going to take with her. And we're really excited about it. So we'll share her and our website in the next coming weeks. But yes, that it will be getting set up very soon.
Yeah.
Give a little details around it. Some of the things that this is going to be beneficial for. Main thing, we'll get rid of Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be able to actually have a store and all that cart, all that good stuff on our website. Secondly, it's kind of a one-stop shop, right? So everything you need to know about the Stivers Homestead, which don't host it, might be the domain. It's going to be on the site, right? So who's our top partners that we affiliate with?
Hey, Little Mountain Life.
Her blog posts and some of her old blog posts, all the way back to when we lived in the camper that I'm sure a lot of you all haven't read. Some have. I like to do podcasts every once in a while. We put podcasts on there about us, events, situations. You'll be able to join our email campaign to where we can start sending you all emails personally, talking about up and coming things with Stivers Homestead. All this stuff that a website can provide is extremely beneficial. So that'll be coming, I would say, probably within the month.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
So Zach was mainly on the call because I went to a prayer group meeting, a women's meeting tonight at a church, and it was awesome. I'm so glad that I went. I'm the kind of person that will commit to that kind of thing, but cancel at the last minute because I have anxiety. But I went, and I was proud of myself, and I prayed all the way there. It's like, Lord, let me do this. Please just let me walk in this place and be okay. And I did, and I'm so glad that I went. It was very nice.
I think you downplayed that just a tad because I don't think they understand the seriousness of what you just did. So, and then again, you did not deliver the seriousness of what you just did. Yeah. So when you live this lifestyle, before, as you're moving in, you're usually pretty social. You have social things just because you're bored, right? You do things with people because you don't have anything at home to do. So you go out, you eat dinner with friends, you do all that stuff. Well, that continuously fades away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first off, take all that out of the equation. She still didn't want to do those things. It's not that she didn't want to hang out with friends. It was more of an anxiety-riddled kind of situation. I was there to support her, but I would always let her get out of it too.
Right.
I would, if she decided to back out, I would
be like, okay, you're right.
Right. Which might not have been the best thing, but but it might have been for the timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could have been something telling us all right, this is not the time to really just start biting this off. Well, we're here and we worked hard this morning, hard. So I got on a long call. Usually when I get on a long call, that's when the house gets quiet and it gets warm, and it's usually around 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Which is a good time to really just nestle in.
Quiet time.
Yeah, nestle in and doze off for a second. So she was taking a nap, and I woke her up about an hour before that, before she was supposed to go. And I thought it was that. I thought she was gonna wake up and it was gonna be out. Well, in that hour, we went up, did chores, milked all of our goats.
Yeah, well, he said, I'm going to milk. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go too. I'm not going to miss it.
I was going to take on the blunt tonight so she could, get herself ready if she wanted to go. But when she said I was going to go milk with you, I was like, all right, it's out. I know this. It's not going to happen. And then we're getting done. And she's like, I got to get down there and get cleaned up and get goat off me so I can go to the church. And I was like, you're still doing it. I can't, I am so proud of you right now. That is awesome. That's a huge step and a huge deal. She was amazing there.
I did. And I'm really glad that I went.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. I have met some really precious people since we moved here, and I'm so thankful for that. I mean, just beautiful women who encourage me to do better and to do good things. And it's nice. It's really nice. And if I hadn't went, I would have just felt really bad. I'm glad that I did. I drove.
She drove? Yeah. What?
I hate driving. I hate driving anywhere. I have my own car. It's brand new, very nice car, but I never drive it. We've had it for 3 years now, and I think how many miles? 11,000?
Maybe.
I think it has 11,000 miles on it.
And that's because it was our primary car for the first year.
Yeah, because I was taking Wyatt to school and stuff.
Yeah, and I remember I had that wrench out.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate going to the grocery too. Absolutely hate it. Hate it. By myself. I don't mind when we all go as a family. Yeah. So, and I didn't even use the GPS there or the way home.
Well, we have been there before.
I know. It's dark.
It's dark. Well, I'm very proud of you nonetheless. That was a huge deal. It was a huge thing.
Oh, goodness. It's hard to get out and socialize, or it's good to get out and socialize every now and then. It is. I also have an amazing women's group that I do virtually. It's the Roots and Refuge Admin group. A lot of them are on here. They're literally my best friends, my only friends. So that's awesome. And, to be able to get out and meet people too is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm just really thankful for the people that we've met.
All of you all.
And they were all through YouTube. Like the people that live here that I'm now friends with in person came to us because they watched us move here on YouTube, and that's just really cool. So they know us, they know our lives, and I don't know. It's very special. It is Glassmania. Thank you.
The virtual just interactions.
Yeah.
I think 2020 forces for it, but for homesteaders, it's like take all that stuff out.
Yeah.
It's just kind of nice because ultimately you can't dedicate yourself to some things, right? Like you just can't.
Yeah.
We got morning chores, we got midday projects, we got evening chores, and by the time it's done, we're pooped, right? Yeah. So kind of having these more virtual relationships isn't bad for homesteaders because you do get to at least have some of that social interaction. Yeah. And it's not just texting, right? You actually see each other, you're talking, it's back and forth. So that's one part of entertainment that has been good.
Right. Anxiety is really bad. It's something that I've kind of really let take over my life in the past 5 years. But now that I recognize that, we're starting to come out of it.
That's right. Better. You've seen it, and now you're conquering it.
Yeah. Adele said, "What's the update on the other house?"
It's okay. So I actually had to text our mortgage guy today. I said, "Hey man, I had 7 goats yet last week." I said, "I didn't even think about this so far." I said, "I'm going to focus on it today." He texted me back and said, "LOL, okay. Congrats, I guess. Looking forward to it."
Was that plan?
Yeah. What
do you mean?
I don't think he gets many texts like that.
Hey, North Star. I hope your anxiety gets better.
Kiki.
Or when you say me, face it a little bit at a time. I'm not sure which one. It is. It's very constant. It's a thing you have to work at all the time, every single day, every morning when you wake up.
Amy, I know you had something with your goat when you moved and got them back. Any updates on that situation? Thankfully, no. Everything's been fine.
Yeah.
No issues since all that went down.
They have been home ever since.
Ever since, yes.
And now we have the fencing, so they're not going anywhere. Sherry's Kitchen said, "Did you name the mama pig Pieces so you could breed pieces of bacon?" That's funny. She actually came with that name. She had a sister, and her name was Reese's, and then our pig's name was Pieces. So Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Karen. Yes, it was.
She is a big cat. She's very, very big.
So we're about 22 minutes in. I don't know if you remember. So we discussed like what's a couple stories that we can talk about every once in a while in our lives, and like we talked about this like a few days ago, and I had one and you had one. Did you remember yours yet? No, not yet. All right, so I'll start with mine and we'll see if it comes to her. I want to talk about the Anna situation. When the whole Anna thing on it, because on the video you all heard her yell, "Babe, get in here!" So that situation was so much more funny than we were able to capture on film. As serious as it was and as heartfelt as it was also super funny because
it was
Stivers, right? Everything has a little slice of funny on it. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of run that day down real quick. It's the day after Elsa had babies.
Yes.
So holler, baby, holler. We done missed one. We got 2 to go. Ain't happening, right? It is not happening. We're not going to miss them again. And also, for everyone to understand, the reason we wanted to see it so bad is because we've never seen one in person.
Right.
We wanted to see at least one give birth from beginning to end.
Yeah.
What do you think we need to be there or not? We wanted to see one from beginning to end so we knew everything to expect. So in the coming years, it wouldn't feel like the first time all over.
Even though it probably will. We'll probably
forget. Yeah, but there's a lot of things we learned, is what we're trying to say from saying from beginning to end.
Oh.
Here, chick. Okay, so it's the next morning, and it's a normal day. Things are starting great, but I can feel the stress. Like it's beaming off her. Like it's hitting me in the face. Like, oh, where's the sunglasses at over here? She's like, I've got to get in the shower because I got to get up to the barn.
Yeah.
I'm like, we'll get in the shower.
Oh, your hair to be?
Yeah. She's like, but then my hair's gonna be wet and it's freezing cold up there. I'm like, well, then don't take a shower and go to the barn. She's like, but I stink. I got a shower. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I was like, blow dry. That takes too long. I'm like, all right, listen here. Get in that shower and get up to the barn. And so she looks at me. She's like, all right, I'm going to do it because I feel like we're taking too much time. We clean the house and all that good stuff. Got the kids.
Meanwhile, Dolly was sitting at the bottom of the fence in front of the gate, just sitting and staring at the house. And I'm like, she's trying to relay a message. Like, she is well aware of what she's doing sitting down there. She never does that. She was trying to tell us something.
Yeah. So she finally gets in the shower. I'm in between meetings because I still got to work.
Hey, two family.
And she comes out and she says, I'm going up right now. There is something happening in that barn. Okay, go go. I said, I'll be here. I was like, what do you need? She's like, I don't know. I've forgotten everything. Like, I don't know what I need now because I don't know what to expect when I get up there.
I just put a lot of clothes on.
Yeah. I was like, just get up there. Call me what you see. Let's just talk it out. Well, I'm sitting there. I think I'm getting on another call. She calls me.
Yeah, he said, I've got a really long meeting starting in about 15 minutes. I said, cancel it.
Yes.
Cancel it.
She does it more often than that. When I'm like, she's like,
at least once a day.
Yeah, she's like, well, cancel it. I'm like, okay, cancel. So I tell her, I'm getting on a call as she's walking out the door to go to the barn, planning on being up at the barn for a minute. Y'all, it wasn't 2.5 minutes later. Ring! I decline it because I'm on a call.
Cancel it.
Cancel it. Anna's having babies right now. I was like, I'm on a call. I can't. We had to get the pep talk motion going. I was like, babe, you got this. I have faith in you. This will be wrapping up, and I will be right up there.
Yeah, but I had no towels.
She had no towels. I was like, why didn't you bring the towels? She goes, I don't know. Like, my mind's not here.
Really that urgent.
Right. She thought she was gonna go over and just kind of see some babies like going, but that's when Anna had the mucus hanging real far out. So I was like, just be patient. I'm coming. I promise. Let me get through this call, and I have a good long break. I'm gonna try to clear my calendar. And I was able to for a while. So I get off my call. I come up there. There's already a baby out. She has her jacket off. She's wrapping this baby up, wiping it down, which a lot of people ask. Yes, the mamas do clean them. Yeah. We were getting it off their nose. We did learn later on in the route to not actually catch the whole thing in the blanket. Let them come out.
Well, I wanted to catch one.
Yeah, she did want to catch one.
I just wanted to catch one, and I figured Anna would be the best one to do that with. So I did.
Debbie in Arkansas, $50 super chat because you are my one video.
Oh,
my favorite. I guess that's maybe what it says. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's very kind of you. So she's already got one in a jacket. I'm like, oh, like, is that intense? She said, yeah. So I tried to tell you. She said, I need this, like blankets and all these different things. I'm like, okay, I got you, girl. I got you. Meanwhile, y'all saw Buster sneak in. Of course, Anna had her babies in the stall that did not have a gate. Right. All the other ones did. It has a door, but it's like it only covers halfway. I was like, okay, I'm also going to go get that other green gate and I'll put it up here so we can keep the animals out.
Yeah.
She's like, cool, I got this. We probably got a minute in between the two babies. Well, I'm coming down. Of course, we're also having to work with the kids because the kids are here. And being our first time, we didn't really want them in the stall immediately because they can cause the stress level to be a little higher with so many questions. And they're not bad questions. It's just we're trying to focus on one situation. They did get to come up afterwards and with Butters and see all that good stuff. But with Anna, it's like, Mommy and Daddy got to learn right now. Amy B.
Thank you so much. Y'all make me smile. Thank you for a live stream. Thank you for
that super chat. Very much appreciate it. So I'm coming back down the hill. I'm getting towels. I'm getting gloves. I'm getting stocking caps, iodine, all the things that we know we needed. Molasses or molasses water. Oh yeah, I had the teapots on, warming water up.
Vanilla, yes, Jen still is in the
basement. Yeah, so I'm getting all this stuff and I'm getting it back up. And she's not calling me, and really we've just agreed like phones are off here. Like it's just we need to be in there, move as quick as fast.
Yell real loud if something happens.
So I have a gate on my shoulder, holding 2 teapots, bunch of towels on this shoulder, and then like I got her a new jacket and some gloves. And I'm walking up the hill, and I'm like, hey, we got 3 babies on the ground now. And as soon as I enter the gate, that's when I hear, babe. And so I'm like starting to truck. like run up this hill with this gate. I'm like, what's wrong? Did T-Bird get you?
Yeah.
No, two babies shooting out at me.
You saw me throw my phone. I was actually recording the second baby, which I got a great video of, and it came out. And then I just threw my phone because I was like, what
launched it, just launched it. So she's sitting there. There's a baby here and a baby there. I'm like, what happened? I was gone for 5 minutes. She said, I don't know. They just started shooting at me like bullets. Yeah. they just kept flying at me. So then that's when I was like, all right.
Like butter.
We got to get this organized real quick. We just throw them in front of Anna, like start licking them. You do your thing.
The first one she pushed. The second and third, they slid right out.
They just slid right on out like a pancake. So once we get the babies like calmed down, well, they were fine. It was more us. Once we get ourselves calmed down,
catch my breath.
Her and I just started laughing. I'm like, seriously, what happened? And the detailed talk probably wouldn't even be appropriate for us to say here. But she's like, she started just shooting the babies out of me. So I didn't know what to do. They're just flying out. I was like, seriously, I was going for 5 minutes. Like, what? Like, why did they come out so quickly? I don't know. It escalated so fast. And then here's just babies everywhere. I was like, wow.
I was actually doing Instagram stories to try and capture it. And I went from Anna having one. And then my next story was, well, that escalated quickly. Yeah. There are now 3.
And then I looked at it, I said, I just really have one question. Just one question. Did you have to catch him with my jacket?
Yes.
Like, was my jacket necessary?
Yes.
And then
I was wearing it. I took it off. It was the only thing I could do. I mean, if there would have been any more babies, I would have been naked. By the time it was over with. I was running out of clothing. Running out of cloth items.
I told her, I said, remember, just get that nose out. We don't have to like wrap them up. I said, Mama got that part.
No, I did really good. I have a very weak stomach for fluids, bodily fluids. But, and I know it's crazy because I'm a mother, but I did really good until the third one came out. The third one came out so wet and there was so much liquid. And he brought the last towel up that we had. Like, we had no more towels. And I put the baby on it, and you heard me say in the video, I said, there's just so much liquid. And like, I could feel myself like losing color. Like, I was getting to the point where if she had another one, I would have thrown up. I just could not handle it. And it was so warm.
Yeah.
So warm. Like, it was steaming.
Any deer hunters out here, you know, when you're field dressing a deer and you get in there and it's steam shooting you in the face, that's about like what it was.
I didn't think about it till the last one. Oh man, it was close.
She said, "You talking about me? I was the third one."
That's you.
Shoot, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Dang on it.
I mean, she came out like covered.
She said, "I don't know if they're alive or not." Oh, that was another because she sat down on the third one, like it like slid on out, and then she sat down, and so real side tip.
She was sitting when she had it.
Side tip for anybody that's into goats or new into goats: if you grab their tail and lift up, like they usually stand right out. So I went over and grabbed her tail, and she came up, and the rest of Lucy just came flying out at us.
Shoot, but she was still in it, like in the sack, so I had to bust it. No, so much liquid.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I used to have.
I love her.
I used to have a crazy weak stomach as well.
Yeah.
Until I saw her go through C-sections and like saw it all. Like weak stomach south. The only thing I can't handle no more is still dog teeth. Yeah. Like I can't handle dog teeth.
How Tina say congrats on the kids, curveball, but you guys plan on getting guineas. Just watch the video from a year ago. We actually still have 3.
3 out of our original 5.
They're up there and they're doing really good. But yeah, we are getting more. They're coming.
Yeah, we're getting 20.
Yeah, 20 more guineas. They're supposed to come in March, I think. March. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's in March. All of our animals are coming in March. So much liquid. Yeah, so we're getting 20 turkeys because turkeys are the best. That's tough. Guineas and turkeys. Turkeys have the best personalities. Guineas are provide the most value. Yes. Let's say that. We have 20 turkeys, 20 guineas, 25 meat birds, and then is it another 25 layers?
I think so.
I feel like we're starting to get off on that math.
Yeah, it's chicken math.
I don't know where it was supposed to be.
We're gonna have so many chickens when it's said it done.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. But we're also starting to do some interior fencing because guineas are great for ticks. Fleas, mosquitoes, all that good stuff. So I actually want the guineas to kind of roam the property. We got our 3 in there that are good. Hawk alert. is what I call them, hawk alert, because they'll get all the chickens in the barn when a hawk's around. Well, it's funny.
First forward says, seriously, I need a shirt that says Lordy Day, I would have been naked.
That would be good. One more baby, and I've been naked.
Oh gosh.
My goodness. So yeah, so we're actually getting some interior fencing to where we can kind of lock the big dogs when we want to in this front around our house area. And then kind of leave that big open area where our garden's going to be, because they'll just destroy the garden.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want the guineas.
I will bring Lucy out, I promise. She'll get to come out with the kids.
Yeah.
If I get her out and then put her back, oh, it's over. It's the end of the world. She will scream and scream and scream. So she gets like a lot of playtime out. The only time she's in her box is when it's time for her to drink her bottle and then take her nap, because she is a baby. I mean, she does have to sleep. Like, she will not necessarily sleep. Goats don't really sleep much, but she has to get her rest. So when it's not that time, she's either in our house or at the barn, and she is so funny. She's hilarious. She brings so much joy to the house. She thinks Raylan is her mommy.
Yeah, she really
even though
does.
I'm the one that feeds her. Raylan is her favorite, and when Raylan comes into the room, Lucy loses it until she gets with her.
No, starts at sitting towels to Jim and Zach for the next hilarious.
We did get it all clean.
Yeah. We have
had to use Bon Amy.
She's Bon Amy. Y'all cracking me up with those posts on the Staff Drive. Everybody finding Bon Amy.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I seriously don't have any, but I want some.
Income limits if it's still available.
It was, but it's probably gone. I think they only stay up for like a few days or something like that. I should have saved them, but I do have a lot of the videos. I took a lot of videos on my phone. I need to figure out what to do with them. Put them in like a special album or something.
Yeah.
So I can remember for next year. Anonymous is cool. Get you the goat baby. They're awesome.
Kim, Zach, when are you going to get on building a baby goat jungle gym? I actually talked to Jen about that.
Yes.
I told her, I said, it's going to be like a double whammy benefit, because I was thinking when I was looking at the barn, I was like, we don't have any shade. There's no trees in that area. So building some kind of little jungle gym for the baby goats would also provide, some shade in the actual field area. Obviously, they have the barn.
I think Lucy made a poopy.
Did she make a poopy?
You don't smell it?
Not at the moment.
Woo, Lucy.
Lucy Lou got some potent stankers.
Newborn poops.
Newborn poops.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe
Yeah.
It's you, baby.
Yep.
It's all you. You made us stinky.
Andy, we did watch all the videos from Jessamiah's hog butchering.
Yes.
Really enjoyed it, and really
we were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
We talked about it briefly in a video, but we were supposed to be there and we couldn't, because we knew that we would either have baby goats on the ground or they would be like getting ready to give birth, and it ended up being both. So
yeah.
Thank God we didn't go, but we missed it. So
we really enjoyed the videos though. Really made us feel a little bit more confident in ourselves. Erica, how are your seedlings doing? They're doing great. Actually, do give you a little update, at least on the ones that are inside. We have a bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
That we started on the inside. So you get to see those in tomorrow's video. The greenhouse is doing well. Had a little rough batch there, but we only lost one cauliflower that was in the raised bed.
I don't think it was because of cold, because it was towards the back. I think it might have been like stepped on or something.
What?
A mouse?
What? No, do not listen to her.
We live in a field. You know we have field.
A mouse didn't step
on
my cauliflower and kill it. No, they're baby transplants. Like, in a perfect situation, they would have went a few more weeks before we transplanted out. So that one I think was taking a little hard hit trying to get up to steam, and then the freeze kind of just kept taking her down.
Jennifer W said, "How are the other animals in the house handling the baby goat in the house?" You'll actually see it on tomorrow's video. But
we're nailing a lot of y'all's questions in tomorrow's video. That's good.
They're doing really good with it. It's been better than I expected it to. A lot of our little dogs have jealousy, but it's been okay.
Yeah, everybody wants to be around.
I think they look at her like she's a baby, not something to be jealous of. So it works out. Lucy is very curious. She wants to be best friends with all the animals, and that works, except for with the cats. Cat does not see her as a baby. The cat hates her. But she hates everyone, to be fair. Hey, Anderson Homestead. Glad y'all are here. I was watching your video earlier.
Yeah, we
where you
enjoyed
visited
that.
the Amish church. That was really cool.
It's very interesting.
It
Very
was.
cool.
It got me like Googling all kinds of Amish, like in Kentucky. Like how many are there? What do they speak? It was kind of cool.
Yeah, because as you all know, the Amish they built the frame of our old pole barn house.
Yeah.
And it's always been very interesting to us.
Mhm.
Jen has tried to convince me to go Amish several times.
Hey, Elaine. Glad you're with us.
Well, we're glad we make your Monday.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, it's 20 till 9. So let's do a quick, maybe 10-minute rapid fire, some questions that you all have for us, and then we'll get the kids and the goat out. Yay. So ask away. Ask your questions. We'll try to answer them as quickly as possible.
Almost time for her bedtime bottle.
Bedtime bottle.
She listens to lullabies every night. I turn the lullabies on for her. It helps her sleep.
We're doing way too much, y'all. We're over the top.
I don't want her to grow up. I just want her to stay little forever. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Stringfield.
The cat hasn't moved in 3 minutes yet. Yeah. But when she does, you know about it.
She gets up every night at bedtime and howls through the house. So she'll do that soon.
So you will see Lucy here in just a minute.
Yes, Raylan does sing to her.
Elderberry spots picked. I believe so. So I think we're thinking over on the big area over there. We're going to have a whole orchard area.
Yeah.
Does Lucy sleep all night? Goats don't sleep hardly much at all.
They really don't. They rest, but they very rarely close their eyes. And if they do, they're very light sleepers. But she sometimes eats every 4 hours, and sometimes we can stretch it to 6. But she's still on mama's milk, so it's okay. She's worth it.
How often do you feed Lucy? 1 minute, we're going to holler at you.
Every 4 hours to every 6 hours. It just depends kind of on her mood.
Are you still selling soap? Yes, we are, but we're out of stock right now. Now that we're milking, we'll be doing good and get a lot more on there. Just takes a long time for it to cure. So we got to get in the motion of every week making more so we can keep it. It won't be in stock, but we can at least put it out every week.
Kentucky Faith Haven Farm. So will you come back to Western Kentucky sometime for a visit and bring Grammy Karen? Hopefully there'll be a, what's it called? Old-fashioned homesteaders picnic. Yes. Hopefully there'll be one this year. We missed it last year because we were here seeing the house, seeing the second White House. But yeah, hopefully we can go this year.
Debbie, can we have a greenhouse store soon? Absolutely. Yeah. We'll get you in there very soon.
The Oregon Tail said, does Lucy have pajamas, goats, and PJs? So cute. She doesn't, but I'm going to get her some onesies because they're going to help hold her diapers on. So we bought the cheap, like Parents' Choice diapers. Not good for Lucy. She needs like the Huggies movers or the Pampers cruisers.
September 11th.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Cool. Well, we will try to plan on making it there.
Her diapers continuously fall off. We put underwear over them to try to hold them on, but they still come off. She needs the ones where the babies are crawling, moving around. Mariah said, what kind of soil do elderberries grow best in? They really like water.
Wet.
So anywhere you can put them near water, like a pond or a stream, something like that, they would do really well.
Yeah, but they can grow in any kind of soil. They just they got to be moist. You got to stay moist.
When will you start tomatoes and peppers? Laura said.
We usually start those. We say March, so beginning of March, first week of March, is usually when we start doing it. That's kind of our 6 week out motion. Because we go our safest bet is May 1st. So 8 weeks out is March 1st. And so we usually shoot that first week of March to get them all.
Chris Ward said, when will she go back to the barn? Soon. As soon as we know that they won't headbutt her all the time, she will just go be a bottle baby in the barn. Yeah. Because, she doesn't have to be like accepted and be nursed up there. She can still be a bottle baby and live in the barn. So we're going to work that out here soon. But right now she's just living this full life.
Donna, I did not know they had doggy diapers.
Yeah.
They might work.
Yeah. My stepmom told me about them. They actually have holes in the back for the tail. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to check them out.
We need to look on Amazon. I keep forgetting. Sharon said, I'm thinking about growing grapes. Any suggestions? We haven't grown grapes, but Grammy Karen and Graybeard have grown grapes.
Well, we did unintentionally in North Carolina. Muscadine.
Oh, yeah. They were already established.
They were already there.
But we could not hardly keep the birds off of them.
Yes.
If we had been more knowledgeable, we would have gotten like a netting to put over them. But we were gardeners then. We usually just threw stuff in the ground. Yeah. But I think Grammy Karen, I think they grew grapes.
Why did that just sound like she said daddy? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? They heard it. It's all right.
Oh my
Have you ever tried growing ginger or turmeric? We had some ginger root.
No,
It was horseradish. Horseradish. That's right. No, we haven't actually grown it, but it's not overly difficult. We are going to be growing some ginger. Turmeric, we haven't fully decided. We don't know if there's. It really just depends on our space that we have going on. It won't be the first thing we grow.
Jill Henry said 2 weeks we get to see our house in Barbourville. Do we pack for winter or fall like weather?
All of it.
All of it. Throw in some shorts too.
Yep.
You just never know.
Yeah. All of it.
Oh gosh, that's funny. You just never know when you wake up what it's going to be like here. That's funny. All right, let me see if I can find any more questions.
Where did you live in NC? We lived it's a town called Fuquay Varina. Yes. It's about 20 minutes outside of Raleigh? Yeah.
Maybe 30. It's a very cute little town.
The thing about that area that we live in, I don't know if all North Carolina is like this. 2 miles was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it was just so much traffic, literally everywhere.
Welcome, Tammy.
Welcome.
Do you use heat mats under your plant trays?
We do it for hard germinating things.
Yeah.
Like peppers.
Do you still plant on the pottery or kitchen garden? Yes. We've got all the soil in the beds except for one, and we still have a few more boxes to build. But other than that, it'll be ready to go. We got to put some kind of fencing around it, which we're working on. We have same guy coming back to give us a quote this weekend, so do some interior fencing.
Yeah.
Tammy, oh, I love you. I'm struggling with depression. You guys have made my evening a bit brighter. Thank you. Tammy, you always make our lives brighter.
Always.
We love you.
And hopefully we made you smile a little bit and keep your head up. I know you're fighting a good fight.
Yes.
But keep smiling. Know that we're all here. And you'll get through this.
Oregon Tales had ordered from Hall's Tools for the first time. That's
awesome.
I'm sure you got it super quick.
Yeah, you are ready.
On it.
The fastest company in the world. Faster than Amazon. Yeah. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Very fast.
Why's your chair just do a big shake?
I've moved my leg. Oh. I've got to potty. Something awful. And I'm trying to hold it in. It's only like 10 minutes left. But it's killing me. I'm starting to sweat.
I can't take it. Go potty. I can handle it.
There's only a few minutes left. And now everybody's going to hear me and it's just going to be awkward.
How are they going to hear? We have doors now.
Wait, son. I'm fun. Oh, fun.
Oh, my goodness. Vanessa, well, I hope you used our link for hostels.
Yes.
You spent so much money.
Oh gosh. Hey, maybe Homestead.
We can't get away from eventually talking about a toilet, no matter what it is. What was it? I came out of the bathroom one morning, just completely random, and I looked at her and said, "You know what? I ain't dumped a toilet in 4 months."
Yeah. It's crazy.
Amazing.
Feels like a lifetime. Isn't it nice?
It's been very nice.
So nice.
Didn't really save any time. I'm just as busy, but at least that's not added onto it, I guess, anymore.
It's so nice. I will still never get used to it. I'll never be ungrateful for a flushing toilet. Never. Ever in my life.
Grab one of the diapers, Amy said.
Oh yay, Arlene used our code for Greenstock. Awesome. If you haven't gotten your Greenstock, do. They're awesome.
They still have sales going on, even though the Valentine's Day thing's over. They still have some great deals. And I saw Haas. They've pumped out quite a few new seeds since even when we put our order in. So you might want to go check them out too. There's a lot of good stuff on Haas Tools. They have everything. A lot of, especially like their double wheel hose and stuff like that. It's really awesome stuff.
Living a rogue life. I'm so sorry to hear that your seedlings died.
Oh my goodness, so sorry.
But it's not too late. Just restart them.
Yep.
Susan is doing a tea garden this year. That's awesome.
You'll love it.
Yay.
That's something for everyone to remember when we're starting seeds and we're doing all this stuff, and if something dies or too many die or if you don't get them germinated, here's the thing about seeds, they catch up real fast.
Yeah.
If you even have to just direct sow, that's okay too. Like, they'll catch up. Yeah. You're still going to get a harvest from that. So don't let any death of a plant or any issues like that discourage you and think that the year's over with, because it's not. At any point from now until we hit frost, you can grow something and still get a harvest off of it. So just make sure that you keep trying. because I promise it'll pay off.
Oh, that's awesome. So many people got green stalks.
Nice.
So great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
They
We
really
love
are.
them so much. You can grow so much
Mhm.
in those things. You don't realize it until you actually start planting plants and you're like, whoa, this took a lot of it here.
And they're such good quality. I mean, they are not cheaply made. They're sturdy and nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Boston rocks.
Nice.
Hey, Joanne from Scottsville, Kentucky. Hey, Grace. So glad you're here. Tasha said this summer I'll be going to what y'all just left, probably a camper for 6 to 8 months.
Very much good luck.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Good luck, and just know that some days will be excruciating, but you'll get through it, and it'll be worth it.
Yep. Best advice I have for you is don't put timestamps on anything.
Yes.
Don't say that we have to have this done by this date because I promise you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay because if you start putting those dates on it, you're going to start getting discouraged.
Get the baby.
Get the baby. Stay positive. Stay with reasonable priority list, and you'll do it. You'll do just fine. And always make sure you look at the one beside you without any kind of anger at any time. You're going to be in a small camper. You love each other and know that y'all are in it together. Nobody did anything to put anybody in that situation.
Oh, look at the baby. Yeah,
hi, baby. She said, "Where's my food?"
Yeah, hi, baby. She's the sweetest.
Ray, what? Tell Wyatt we're to come down the lot.
So she is a whole lot smaller than the other ones.
But not a whole, but she's getting there.
It's not for lack of eating or growth. It's just she was the third and
the baby.
She didn't get the other resources that the other two did. She's just little.
Yeah. Look, let everybody see you. And there's Ray, our other baby. I guess we care about you a little bit too, huh?
Yeah. Here, get up there.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna hit the buttons. If we abruptly end our chat, it's because of the goat.
Yeah, look at. Look, if there was a bottle up there, you'd be all over the camera.
You don't see this every day in life.
Greenwich, thank you so much.
Well, maybe you pop on that side of mommy and you can see.
Okay, my arm's in there. Somebody said, does Lucy cry in the middle of the night? Not really.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
At the very first day she did.
She'll let you know when she's hungry. And it's funny, y'all, but you know how they say human babies, they have different cries. When you're a mom, you learn to hear their cries and what those cries mean, whether they're hungry, they're tired, they're hot, cold, whatever. Goats have different cries as well. And you can tell when she's hungry and you can tell when she just wants to get out and play. And it's really cool.
Yeah, Rhonda, you're exactly right. She was the runt. There's almost so much room in mommy's belly. So she came out a little bit smaller.
Yeah. But she's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I love her knee high. I know I already shut up. Okay. She said, I'm hungry. What move your arm?
She's really not. See
those things? I love them. I swear, when you go look at all of our girls together, you wouldn't think she was even one of them. Because all of the other ones look like their mamas, similar. Like she is just the most special little thing ever.
Candace said, nice haircut.
Oh, yeah.
You like it? He's got a little diamond over here. Isn't that cute?
Me and him,
first barbershop experience.
That was another one. We're going to save that story for another day. My goodness. That was awesome and loads of fun. So he's getting his hair cut. It's an old school barbershop.
And I want to get my hair cut.
Yes, we're going to set that up. You're going to go with me when I go.
This older gentleman, he's been local. He's been cutting hair there for years. He gave me a bunch of puzzles to try to put together. I don't think I've ever laughed as much as I did in the barbershop. And it was just a lot of fun. That's squeezer too, my baby.
Don't squeezer. Oh, gosh. These two are best buds.
Yeah.
They love each other. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us on your Monday night. And we're glad you were here. This was a lot of fun. We really missed last week. It was like I don't know. I guess that's why it never felt like the week really didn't get started.
Like we ever had Monday.
Right. Because we didn't get to go live with you all.
This is how we like to start our week.
Yes, it is. And it makes the rest of our week better. And hopefully it makes the rest of your week better. The kids did get their Valentine's card, Gmail's card, and you're actually going to see it tomorrow in the video.
We had a lot of things in the
you'll specifically see yours. They're going to thank everyone tomorrow. And that was really special. Thank y'all so much for sending them cards and the little boxes, and it really made a special Valentine's Day. What do y'all want to say?
Hi.
No, for the Valentine's card.
Say for the
Thank you.
It was very special, and they still have them all. They have them in their boxes.
Ray said, "Love you."
I think we're going to keep this year's Valentine's cards and goodies just as little keepsakes and memories.
And we're not selling this one.
No, we're not.
No, we're
selling
not
it.
selling this.
We're never getting her away.
Okay. All right, we love y'all. Thank you so much for the super chats, and thank you to the moderators. There's
Yep.
Johnny.
Yep, and we'll see you all tomorrow in the video. We can't wait to share with you all.
Yes, love
Love you.
y'all,
Say-
and have a good Monday evening.
Oh,
Don't
did
call
you
it.
just end it? Is it done?
I don't know. Love y'all.
Button the face.